In the last video, we fixed the damaged suspension on the Salvaged Veloster N, but bringing the car back on the road was just the beginning. In today's video, I'll take you through the process of saving money on ordering brand new parts, putting together a bumper, installing brand new headlights, painting the brake calipers and wheels. Let's get it.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, and pass that bitch like Stockton.
Before I start showing you what I've been up to with the Veloster in the past few weeks, I would like to talk about something. Buying a salvage car and bringing it back on the road can be very expensive. I've purchased this Veloster N last second without doing any research on it. I ended up buying a lot of parts from the dealer because there isn't much parts for the Veloster N out there that you can buy from eBay or other used parts websites. And in the end, I might end up paying as much as a clean title, same mileage Veloster N from the dealership. So with today's prices, especially what dealerships charge for parts, I don't think it's worth buying a salvage car. For example, only these screws that go on the bumper, these two packages, cost me $35. You can imagine how much you have to pay for a bumper or all the plastic trims that comes with it. If you're planning on fixing salvage Hyundai, don't go directly to the dealership to buy the parts. I'm gonna show you a few websites where you can purchase the parts for way cheaper and you get discounts, because I didn't know, but Hyundai online, it's different than when you go to order part directly from Hyundai. Some of the Hyundai online are only for pickup. That means they have their locations. That's why I have to drive to Wisconsin a few times, which is a few hours away, to pick up the bumper and some other things, and I saved up probably $1,000. 2 weeks later, and some of the parts have arrived. I would say that's like 70% of the things that we need. You know, the Veloster N, it's not in production anymore, and to be honest, the parts are kind of difficult to find. And I've been waiting for the hardware for the headlights about like a week and a half now. They told me they have them in stock only in Cali, so I've been waiting for them. Veloster N, it's not really the car that you should buy and flip, to be honest, because the parts are really expensive. They're hard to find. The weight is really what's killing me, because some of the little hardware that I'm missing, it'll take like weeks to get here. So yeah guys, if you're planning on fixing a Veloster N, just know that it's gonna take longer than expected. I got these beautiful headlights from eBay. One thing that I really regret is not doing my research before I purchased the Veloster N from Copart, but I just didn't have enough time, and I didn't really expect the headlights and the front bumper to be so expensive. So I found these headlights on eBay, and the reason I went with these headlights is because just one headlight from the manufacturer, it's I think about $1,200. Do the math, for two headlights you're about $2,500, which is kind of a lot for a Veloster N, to be honest. And I found this on eBay, and a lot of people actually buy this and sell the original ones because they buy this, they look cooler, because this is the Korean standard. The American standard, this comes in yellow, and a lot of people hate it. That's why they sell the original ones, they make money from them, and they purchase this for a lot cheaper. So both of this I got for $900. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of their shop, and if you guys really need headlights, you should probably go this route because it's so much cheaper and the quality is great. I also got the inner liner for the passenger fender, and of course the bumper cover that comes with so many parts. It's gonna feel like I'm putting a puzzle together, to be honest. This is the used fender that I bought, so it's gonna need some work. And to be honest, I didn't find a body shop that can paint it yet, because I wanted the bumper cover to be here so they can paint both of them together. It's I think over 27 pieces just for the front bumper. But yeah, I got the grill from eBay also, because it was like $200 cheaper from the manufacturer, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing. I got these side pieces, lots of parts, and we're still waiting for more. I need to paint the bumper and the passenger fender. I'm gonna try to find a good local body shop that's not gonna charge me a kidney for it. So I think I'll be working on that, and I think I'm gonna try to fix one of the common issues that a lot of people are seeing with their Veloster N, and that's the paint of the calipers. A lot of people having this issue where the caliper paint is chipping away, Meanwhile, I'm waiting for all of the other parts to arrive. I have to keep myself busy with something. Let me start with this. I'm not a professional painter, but I'm doing my best. After you shake this for a good minute, I did a very light first coat, and then the second and the third I did 10 minutes apart. I let the primer dry for about 30 minutes, and now it's time for the color. Right, I'm gonna let this dry for an hour. And we're gonna go back to adding the sticker. Paint looks pretty dry. Now it's time to install the end sticker. I mean, I've seen a lot of people use brush to paint their calipers and it doesn't look much better than that. The red that I bought is not really the same red that was on the caliper before that. So it's gonna look a little different, but I don't think that's a problem. Anyway, this is going to be how you see it, and there will be a rim. So I don't think it's a big issue. After I clean up this, it's gonna look a little bit better. So I think overall a good job. I'm happy with it. And it was a cheap, easy fix. I didn't have to paint the whole caliper. So yeah, I'm happy with this, much better than before. So that's all that matters. So right after the headlights arrived, I tried to test fit them and see if everything fits well. Well, it didn't, because I realized that the mount for the headlights is broken and it's missing one of these clips on this side. So we're going to be working on swapping this with the new ones so we can finally install the headlights. The passenger side and driver side, I'm just going to be swapping this because I still have the hardware. It should be an easy job. After 2 weeks of waiting, we finally got the hardware to install the headlights.
3 days later.
A few days ago, I tried to test fit the headlights and I realized the radiator support was cracked. And I messed it up even more trying to fit the new headlight. So I tried to glue it, it didn't work, and it's completely out of place. So I had to go to Wisconsin once again to pick up the new one. It's gonna be a fun time.
Put it to the cops at the model. Put it to the cops at the model. Put it to the cops, 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 to the cops.
The old radiator support came out. Now I just have to transfer a few more things from the old radiator support to the new one, and we should be all good. I'm using another jack so I can support the radiator while we put the crash bar. Make sure you guys take pictures of whatever you're taking apart. Trust me, it's so much easier to put things back together. In order to install the passenger headlight, we have to install the fender. Just got done installing the inner liner. Well, you can't really say that there's a huge progress, but trust me, I've done a lot of work. I'm still waiting on a few more parts from the dealership, and while we wait for that, I think I'm gonna be painting this because I'm not a huge fan of chrome. So I'm gonna sand it with some 600 grit, then go with the primer, black paint, and some clear coat. And while I wait for the primer to dry, I'm gonna start putting this bumper together. And it's not going to be an easy job because this bumper is made out of 27 or 28 pieces, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun puzzle. And as I mentioned before, I hate dealing with plastic, and this is taking forever now. This trim doesn't want to get in. There's so many clips. I was able to get this side, but this side is not going in. And I'm not sure if I have to do this side first and then that side. But man, I hate dealing with plastic clips. I hate it. Alright, so I got done installing this, but fitment is not perfect. And that's the only one issue when you purchase stuff from eBay. You can see these gaps, and that really bothers me. So I have an idea on how to fix it. So I went to the store and grabbed this black adhesive silicone, and I think this will do the job, and we're gonna be able to fill up all the gaps. You know, it's not gonna look perfect, but at least I'll try to make it look a little better. I went to a Hyundai dealership and they gave me this. Hopefully this helps me solve the puzzle. All of this and this that I have to attach to the bumper, and we can finally put the car together. None of this matches with any of the hardware that I have. So I have no idea what to do. I don't know if the dealership messed it up, but I think I'll put this aside for a second and I'm gonna install the undercover. So at least this looks like it's going to be a little easier. So we got all of these clips that go here. Pretty easy. Let's talk about one of the most expensive parts of buying a salvage car and fixing it, and that's the body work. So I started getting quotes from local body shops to paint the front bumper. I got quotes from 7 shops, and all of the prices were from $1,300 to $3,500. And that is crazy because for $3,500 you can purchase a salvage Veloster N from Copart. I refuse to pay that much money just to paint the front bumper. And it's funny because every time I walked into a body shop, the first question they were asking me, are you using insurance? And you can understand why they're asking me that. It's because all the body shops love to work with insurance companies because they get more money from them. And they won't even bother doing my bumper for cheaper because they can do the same work for someone else using their insurance and make $3,500. As you guys can see, the fender that I bought is repainted. It's not in a perfect condition, but that's because I paid somebody $400 to paint it. You guys can see, you know, the bumper is very dirty. I need to clean it, but it was painted for $400. It's not perfect. I have to buff it, make it look good, but there's no way I'm paying $3,500 to paint the bumper. No way. Now, because there's not a single video on how to put this bumper together, I'll tell you how I did it. You gotta start with this lower piece that goes all across the bumper. Then you start with the grill. After you put the grill in, you got all of these clips around. You gotta be extremely careful, and trust me, it's not easy to work with these clips. Just be very patient. So you do the grill, then you do these side pieces over there, and then you install this one. You can install this in the beginning or in the end. It doesn't matter because they're not connected to the lower piece and the bumper cover, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm almost done. I'm all done with the bumper. Now I have to install the other side of the inner fender. telling you guys, there is no parts for this car. I've waited 2 weeks for the driver's side inner fender liner to arrive. So whoever owned this car messed this one up. So yeah, I have to replace it, and after I replace it, I'll be able to fully attach the undercover, and after this is done, I'll be able to install the bumper. And some of you guys probably realize that I have different wheels on the car. Well, these are Kona N wheels that I purchased from a local guy from Marketplace, and I got them because wheels that came with the car are Koenig oversteer. They look cool, I like them, they really look good on the car, but they were in a really bad condition. The paint was chipping away, so I had to send them for powder coating, and I actually got them back. To be honest, I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of black wheels anymore, and that's why I ordered this color. It's charcoal gray. It's a really good color and I love it. So yeah, let's install them on the car and see how they look. I also purchased new lug nuts from Amazon because the ones that came with the Veloster were all different colors, different size, and it's not looking good. So brand new lug nuts. Yeah, I'm really liking it. This color is fire, especially with the red calipers. Whew, fuego. Black or this? I personally love this color. Guys, finally the bumper is on the car. I'm still waiting for a few more things to arrive. Waiting for this hardware. And I also have to buy a new hood because this one is very damaged from the accident, and I don't think it's worth paying somebody to fix because it's really dented. The new hood will be coming in the next video, and also in the next video I'm going to be installing this new lowering springs. Let me know what you think about the Veloster, and ask me any questions in the comments below. I'll be willing to help, but I'm excited for what's coming. Stay tuned.